What have you done to King of the Ring? People, welcome to another edition of the finger tapping frenzy that we all know and love as WWE SuperCard with me, Big Jim, here at Bad Lad Dad HQ. Now the snow's falling, the snowmen and the snow women have arrived, and a lot of snowballs thanks to WWE SuperCard. WWE SuperCard? What have you done to King of the Ring? You've broken it, that's what you've done. Just why try and change something that fundamentally worked? I know people did sandbagging. Everybody knows about sandbagging. Everybody did sandbagging. So we know about that. And people knew ways of getting around sandbagging. What have you done? What have you done? I mean, you don't need me to tell you what Catdaddy have done to King of the Ring. You've all experienced it yourselves. I've seen the tweets. I've received the tweets and I've seen the tweets. Just change it back. Change it back, or try and get it into some sort of semblance of whatever it was the hell you were trying to do when you were going to change it. It doesn't work. Change it. Simple as that. Next up though, not ranting, it's a thank you. It's a thank you to all you present passers. Very kind of you to be thinking of little old Bad Lad Dad and Jim Barner when you're passing on presents. It's great to receive at Christmas, as we all know. One thing I would say though is, once you need to pass something on, you can only do it to either a friend or someone who's in your team, which is great. I mean, I'm sure the team are loving getting the additional presents that are coming their way. But I'd actually like some kind of function in here where whoever sent you a present goes into a list. Everyone's got to have a Christmas list. You've got to have a Christmas present list, haven't you? And then you can return the favour. It'd just be so much easier. Because when you do get quite a few coming through, when you get to the point, easiest to just try it. And no doubt I'll get someone, there you go, tough break, pass it on. But if you do a search up here, it's only going to bring up somebody who you're either following or who's in your team. So Backer's going to get that one. Which is, it's not really fair on the people who've been kind enough to send you something in the first place. The alternative, of course, is to try and write down everybody's name and do it that way, which I could do, but it would take quite some time. And it's not really part of the fun of the game, is it? Just why isn't that something that they've introduced with this new gameplay? But I have to say, it's largely thanks, or in a big part, thanks to your efforts, everyone. Where have I got to? Backer's had it, right, down to Josh. That I've managed to make such good progress on the task. I don't know, what's your hit rate been like? My hit rate's been, I've got to go back to the top of my team now. My hit rate's been pretty bad, as Larry David would say. But as you can see, I've got 378 with naturally, apparently shy, Mrs. Claus as the main target, but still some way to go, as you can see there. In terms of the actual playing Santa himself and saving Santa, one thing I'm sure that you've sussed for yourselves, as you can see, I've got up to J, Big J. As you can also see, I've got all the relevant presents in this section. If I just whack one, holiday items. It's holiday items, it's not all presents, is it? Well, they are all presents, I suppose, aren't they? There's decorations, they're not presents. I'll have a little chat with myself and I'll come back to you on that one. I've filled out all of those, so I've not been fighting these boss levels until I've filled out these present boosts down below, because otherwise you're just wasting your tokens. Those 62 tokens, that's all thanks. It's not all, but it's mostly, again, thanks to you people who've been sending the presents over, because of course you get a snow token every time you do open something. But you also get something when you send them as well. So that's at least decent. But in terms of what we've got so far, you'll see I've already got John Cena and Kevin Owens, who should be in my backdrop somewhere so you can see him. And now on to Jay, which I've not really played this today. I've sat back on that because the points, it's a larger target, and I don't seem to be chiselling so many out of him as I did with the first couple. There's still obviously a long way to go, 26 days. You'll have seen the various ways that you can get the cards. If I go into the holiday collection, you see decorations wise, that's done, that's cuffed. They've been fairly easy to get. I've had a few off the board. They've come in various shapes and sizes. And of course the prize from that, again, I think she's sat on the board there, is the lovely Liv. So lovely Liv, she's secured, she's done. I've also done clothing. So I've got Dirty Dom hiding somewhere. I haven't bothered powering these up because of course they're not top ranking cards. A little bit to go on electronics, which you can get from playing Zoom. I'm changing the game now. I've been having too many Zoom calls this week. From Boom. Boom, not Zoom. Do the boom. Not the Z, not the Z. Toys and holiday items. I mean, toys and treats. They're going to be the difficult ones, aren't they? Holiday items, of course, is just what you've got in total. Toys and treats. I think I'm right in saying you get one. Is it one treat or one toy from beating this mob? Let's have a look. Boss reward. We don't even get one with Jey Uso. So, are there going to be challenges coming up? Are there going to be extra quests coming up? There you go. There's 5 toys there. I would certainly hope so, because I'm certainly not buying any of the packs that go with it. Now, I only picked up playing SuperCard again after about a year off, just after the turn of the year. So I missed out on last year's event, and I gather from a lot of comments and a lot of what you guys have said to me on comments on YouTube, etc., that it was a real spend to win affair last Christmas, which I'm not of a mind to do, because Christmas is a time for spending on other people or on your food, or basically on yourself, but not on a game. And also, there are so many new cards. There are just so many new cards. We could. Oh look, there's King of the Ring. Where did I get? Quarterfinals. What a surprise! I'll just quickly collect this. Just get to one clothing. Let's have a look at the match very quickly. See where I got to. That's not my match, is it? You ding dong. Fine. I'm just trying to see if there's an illustration there. Well, look, you know, my cards were more powered up there. Should have won that one easily. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Not going to get too worked up about King of the Ring. Now I've forgotten where I got to. Well, where did I get to? See, that's the problem with me doing this. If you're going to sit there and spend some time watching what I'm doing, I actually need Ninja Boy alongside me to remind me where I was and what I was doing, because I get very easily distracted. It's just the same when I'm playing the game. The big difference is, of course, that you're sat there. And if you're sat across the room and I'm talking to you and then halfway through I break off, do something else and then just wander off, you get a bit annoyed after a while, won't you? I know what I can do. I know what I have got to open. The objective counter. I've got that nicely filled out. There've been some good rewards from this when I've opened it previously, and again I've heard from you guys saying it's a good reward. You've got a guaranteed top tier card, which is always nice. So let's go in and let's have a little look. Let's see what we've got in here. So get at least one Legion card. We should be popping out. Ivan Isle, Bailey. Where I've got to in terms of support cards is Will Ferrell tier. Oh, that's okay. Will Ferrell tier and obviously Legion tier are the ones I'm keeping. That's okay. Certainly could do. I've got so many cards still to power up. I've got quite a few still to combine. Let alone play the matches in them first and power them up. Or perhaps, if I say it in the right order, power them up, play the matches, then combine them, and then go through the same process again. Right, okay, well this is not really surprising to see a whole load of cards that aren't really much use to me whatsoever, but let's see if that's the Legion card. It is, and it's not a very good one, is it? Let's be honest. I know a Legion card is a Legion card is a Legion card, and that will be yet another pro that I need to do, but look at that. So then it's just like a load of invasions. Oh, well, there we go. I suppose Asuka needs to be pro'd. Oh, I've got a few here. Have I not done Dusty or Dexter? Obviously not. Right, you're going to have to bear with me while I just scroll down here and just make sure I'll keep those. They're all going to be power-ups, aren't they? And I'll keep the equipment cards as well. Right, okay. That's that done. And what have I got to collect here? Oh, fusions. Have you been doing any fusions? Have you been up to your fusions? Interesting that they've gone sort of full beans on the fusions, isn't it? On full beans, you've got every tier now catered for. Nikita Lyons, I don't think I've got her, so that could be quite useful, in fact. Let's just pop another one in there to be done. What I've done is I've just quickly skipped out to show you what I've done with some of these cards. Apart from, actually, yeah, let's leave it on trainable, just show you Legion. I mean, I've got all of these to do yet. So as you can see, there's a Pro Bailey to be done. I've managed to pro the big man, but he's got no power in him at the moment. Here's my couple of fusions from the Fusion Chamber. Long John Silver in the Fusion Chamber, still doing business. Still open for business after 10 years of pirating in the old Fusion Chamber. Yeah, look, and there we go. There's my recent reward, as you've just seen. That still needs to be done. So there's plenty of singles to be done. Combining to be done there. Anyway, the point of doing this, get to the point, Big Jim, stop waffling. The point of doing this is to show you all of these, which are cards that I haven't pro'd in the past. What's the point in keeping these? Oh, actually, not just cards that I haven't pro'd in the past, but there's a few cards there where I like them, so I've just kept them for the time being. As you can see, I managed to eventually pro the Zelina Vega, but no point in powering her up. But yeah, so there's a lot of singles here waiting to be pro'd, on the basis that every now and again SuperCard does do this thing where it chucks some old cards at us, and it does give you a chance to pro up some of these from the catalogue. But as you scroll down, you go further back in time. Further back, way back in time, when we were all just a lot younger, except for me. I was just as old and ugly as I am now. You'll see some of these cards from the very early tiers. That was the first tier that I really liked in WrestleMania. In Season 1, the WrestleMania tier. I just loved those black borders. The Badass. I did like the old American Badass Undertaker card. That was one of my favourite cards for ages. And then, as you can see, I've got a few little singles there knocking around from previous that have never been pro'd. So I just feel a little hole in my catalogue if I could get those done. This I doubt very much. Do you remember these? Do you remember these fusions from Season 1 fusions? Do you remember them? Obviously, as various wrestlers dropped out of WWE, they did start taking the cards out. They didn't just disappear off the roster on the TV. They disappeared out of the game. But old XW, he's still in it. Old up, down, down. And it would be great if somehow we can get our hands on these old fusions at some stage. I've kept it. Probably pointless. You can't. It doesn't give you the option to do any kind of catalogue proing with these older cards. But I'm not bitter. I don't mind. Just look at them now and again. Take them out and have a little wander through past history and see how they just have a little reminder of how things used to be. Right, let's just go back then to some play. You've got to play. You've got to play. So I'm not going to do holidays. I'm just going to go back to Ringdom. How are you doing with Ringdom? I'm doing okay. When it's Saturday evening, I knew it was Saturday evening, I was just trying to check the time then. It's about 9 o'clock Saturday evening, UK time. I just quickly broke off to feed away some of those cards so I could then get onto this and just do a few quick pulls. So I'll just do these just on the unlikely chance that we get a pull. One thing I've not seen and I've not heard of is people actually pulling one of the special Christmas cards from the decks here. You would have thought that would need to be a possibility because there are so many. I mean, the chances of getting a pro of something must be pretty minimal if it's just down to the actual Santa Claus game itself. So you would hope that they would be available off the board, but I've not seen one myself and I've not heard anyone saying they've had one. But we'll just quickly skip through these and burn off whatever we need to burn off to carry on, and then do a quick ring dom to finish with, and then everyone can carry on with their evening. What I would do, actually, I know I've said King of the Ring's broken, but of course you will know that you do get some presents from it, even if you only get through the first couple of rounds. So it's still helping boost that event, getting through those cards. Come on, give us something. Give us something useful, not just something, not something useful, something. I would dearly love to actually get some kind of Legion Snowman or Snowwoman to play in the deck. One of the things, of course, we do need to see, and it'll probably be some time before we can see, is just how powerful these cards are going to be. Because there's so many involved. How are they going to compare with, for example, what you can get using your super coins? Have you got your rare Ripley? Has anyone sorted that? Right, okay. Let's just burn the hell out of these. We might as well best burn him there as well. Get ourselves a Dusty. Go for the Dusty. What do you reckon? Is the Dusty going to kick something out for us? Go on, Dusty. Again, they should be available off here, shouldn't they? Should be able to get one from here. Here we go. And it's not a Dusty. Okay. Let's see what we've got. And it's another useless card. Brilliant. Brilliant. Right, I need to get back to Ringdom. I need to crack on with Ringdom. When we just opened... oh, it's just coins. Okay. Quickly. How am I doing actually on the quest here? I've got only 3 more electronic presents to get. The treats is going to be a problem, isn't it? It is going to be a problem trying to get the treats. Unless there is some quest that they've got hidden up there. SuperCard sleeves to unleash on us. Let's go back to play then. Back to playing Ringdom. Anything back there? No, right, okay. Whoa there, Niddy. Just, oh, God. We'll do this all night. Right, here we go, back. Yes, so halfway through the Legion card at present. Very much gonna hope to get to the heroic version. But time's against me because I've got a busy Monday. So I'm going to have to do quite a bit tomorrow. So I'll have to keep... I'll have to have a good sesh. After I finish speaking to you, I'll have to make sure I do a bit of chiselling while I'm watching Match of the Day and having a beer a bit later. Maybe a little late night supercarding. And be pretty dedicated tomorrow as well to get through it and see how I get on. But I've got the heroic single from last week, so it'd be a shame not to get the full beans version. But yeah, it's these snowmen and snow women. It's great seeing new cards. It's always nice seeing these new cards that they produce, and they spend a lot of time. But I did feel when we launched season 11 with 5 new tiers, as I mentioned in that very first season 11 video, I love the invasion cards and particularly the animations for the pro, and you're just not going to use them because they're worthless, aren't they? Really, Legion, they're the kings. Will Ferrell tier is, if you've got some pros, they're useful, but the invasions, virtually from the get-go, if you'd already got yourself 100k in super coins and were able to get a few packs from tickets that you'd saved, etc., then you were very quickly propelled into Invasion and beyond. So it's just a shame. It just seems like a waste of effort. I mean, got highly paid graphic designers putting these things together. And it's the same with all these snowman cards. There's an awful lot of them. There's an absolute pack of them. There's a whole gang of snowmen and snowwomen out there. And we're not going to collect them all, are we? There's going to be some holes in catalogues. Definitely going to be some holes in catalogues. Alright, where have I got to? 16 pieces remaining, 20 found. I mean, in theory, if I carry on this evening, I should be able to get to the end of round 1 and get into heroic mode ready for tomorrow. Then I'm just going to have to chisel it tomorrow as best as I can. And it sounds bad. I just hope that no one comes round to visit. No one comes around to say hello to Big Jim and family. Because I'll have to either be exceedingly rude and just sit there having a finger-tapping frenzy while I'm talking to them, or I'll have to put the game down and then I'll probably be playing at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to get it done. Right, well, there we go. So that's it for today, this bleak Sunday evening. Just trying to put it down somewhere where it doesn't drop on the floor. So yeah, King of the Ring, sort it out. Sort it out, Catdaddy. It's not good, is it? It's not good. Passing parcels, people, thanks ever so much for that again. I really do appreciate you taking the time and thinking of Jim Barner to do that. Well done, Unicorn Z. Unicorn Z, I suppose. It's the American, not the English version, for going up a tier. But yes, thank you for all of you who've been sending the passing parcels. I do apologise if you don't get one back. But if you're not on the list, it's not going to happen, which is unfair, I know. That is something SuperCard could have helped us with. But anyway, that's it from me for now. Please do let me know down below what you've been getting in terms of all these different Christmas cards that are knocking around. And have you actually got yourself a Pro somewhere? Have you managed to do that? Let me know if you managed to get a Pro. Anyway, that's it for now. Keep your eyes open for more bad lad dadderish type videos coming your way. And until I see you next time, you stay cool.
People say to me all the time, "Hey Johnny Wrestling, what does it take to become a winner?" To those people I say, try watching Bad Lad Dad's latest video. He'll show you just what it takes to become a WWE SuperCard champion.